Do you have a travel blog business plan? Do you know how you want to make money with your blog? Is it difficult for you to see the big picture in your blogging business or to map out a path to get where you want to go? If any of these statements resonate with you, then you won't want to miss this video, as I'll be breaking down what I like to call the blogger's journey, which is essentially a roadmap that you can follow to create and reach your blogging business goals. Most importantly, it'll help you create a profit plan for your blog, something you really can't monetize without. Now, before we dive into creating your travel blog business plan, I want to direct your attention to the description of this video, where I've shared a link to my free 4-day profitable travel blog makeover course. The course takes you from setting up your profitable brand through growing your traffic and visibility all the way to monetization, so you'll be able to better implement what you learn in this video. Feel free to even pause this video to go grab your seat in the course. You back? Then let's dive in. Now keep in mind, everyone's blog business journey looks different, particularly when you look closely at the details. Not every blogger creates the same types of content, is active on the same platforms, or monetizes in the same ways. However, what I'm going to share is a general blogger business plan with examples in each section to help give you a serious dose of clarity. To keep things simple, I've broken down what I like to call the blogger's journey into 5 phases. Picture each phase as a layer of a larger structure. Let's use the example of a brick and mortar store, with the next phase building on the previous one. We'll start off with phase number 1, building your foundation. This phase of the blogger's journey takes place before you publish any content. It's the time spent mapping out your blog brand. If your blog were that brick and mortar, this would be where you would set up your store to attract your ideal customers. Things that take place in this phase include pinpointing your mission, and you can use the template, I help blank group of people do blank how you help so that they can blank outcome to make your mission clear and concise. In this phase, you'll also define what makes you stand out from others in your niche. You'll also define the tangible assets of your brand, like the colors and fonts, as well as the intangible assets, like the values. Additionally, setting up your important pages happens now, like your about page, your work with me page, your privacy policy, and your website terms. Also, mapping out your content strategy takes place in this first phase, and you might consider breaking your content up into 3 to 5 buckets or themes to keep content cohesive. For instance, if you have a culinary travel blog, your buckets might be restaurant reviews, cultural recipes, and food tours. This is also when you'll be creating your website. Think of this as the actual brick and mortar. And pro tip here, creating mood boards and collections on social media can be a huge help in defining what you're attracted to and getting inspiration from that. To do this, choose your platform, such as Pinterest, and search for fonts, color palettes, imagery, designs, adjectives that you'd like people to associate with your blog, visual assets, and more. Okay, now let's chat about phase number 2, attraction, traffic, and visibility. Once you have your foundation set, it's time to start bringing people into your store, aka your blog, and getting people to know you exist. In this phase, you'll do things like creating and promoting SEO optimized blog content, getting active on social media, and not just posting when you feel like it or when you remember, but actually showing up with a strategy to serve your audience and to become visible. You could also launch a podcast related to your mission. This is also when you can be doing interviews, writing guest posts, and being a guest on other podcasts. You could also attend in-person and virtual networking events and get active in niche Facebook groups where your audience hangs out, and more. These are just a few ideas. Again, your goal is basically to scream from the top of a mountain, "Hey world, I'm here, and this is what I'm creating for you." So moving on to phase number 3, community building. In this phase, you're turning viewers into return visitors or one-time shoppers into regulars. Some of the strategies in the previous phase may overlap with this one, but the intention right now is really growing the relationship and turning your audience into raving fans. So a few ideas here include hosting a free challenge, webinar, or blog series that helps them, creating and promoting an opt-in freebie to grow your email list, tweaking your social media strategy to include calls to action that grow your relationship, such as joining your email list. That is one of my favorite calls to action. Creating a Facebook group where you can further nurture your audience, crafting an automated welcome sequence to nurture new email subscribers right away. And if you need a template for this, I will link one down in the video description box. Also, pinpointing an email marketing strategy that includes regularly sending valuable content. Really think about what your audience wants from you, how you can help them best have a transformation, including on what platforms, and how you can turn them into people who look forward to your blog posts, your emails, and your social media shares. Keep in mind that this stage also involves building trust. This can be attained by doing things like staying true to your word, consistently showing up, getting vulnerable from time to time, and working in public. The latter is a phrase that I actually learned from ConvertKit, and I love it. It means taking people behind the scenes in your business and your process so that they can really learn the how and why about what you're creating. And by the way, you can click my affiliate link in the description box of this video for a free 30-day trial of ConvertKit's incredible email marketing software. On that note, let's discuss phase number 4, monetization. All right, so now people know about you. You have a group of people that looks to you as someone whose content has helped to make their life better. Now you want to further help them through paid offerings, like your own products and services that further help them, or by promoting the services of affiliates that would further help them. By the way, I've got an entire podcast episode on how to monetize your email list using paid offers, either your own or those of affiliate partners, that I will link in the video description box. But for now, a few ideas for monetization include creating an online course. I use Teachable for mine, launching a profitable tour, hosting trips and retreats, hosting virtual summit, selling digital assets like stock photos and printables, creating an app, writing an ebook or physical book, starting a conference, hosting live paid events, or starting a Patreon page with premium content. Of course, you can also monetize through display ads, working with brands, creating content for brands, freelance writing, offering your skills as a virtual assistant, and more. And finally, we'll end with phase number 5, growth and scaling. At this point, you're earning a sustainable income, but you want to grow your earnings to the next level. A few strategies to consider include hiring help, because there's only so much that you can grow when you're doing everything. Also, seeking out those who have already done what you're trying to achieve to get their advice, and possibly taking on a mentor. Another scaling strategy that I absolutely love is creating evergreen webinars, meaning non-live webinars that run continuously and pitch your paid product at the end. Also, building on your current products with another one. And it's helpful if they're related so that you can create bundled products or pitch the products at the checkout of the other one. Another idea? Creating a subscription or membership product that allows for recurring revenue, or using a platform like GoFundMe or Kickstarter to gain the capital necessary to create your vision. In my opinion, what is extremely important here is to have a vision, a clear picture of where you want to go, and truly believe in your ability to make it happen. And by the way, if mindset is holding you back at all, I do have a podcast episode on improving your mindset and clearing limiting beliefs that I will link in the video description box. All right, now I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you feel inspired and empowered to go start implementing strategies that can help you grow and move toward the next phase in your blogging journey. Don't forget to grab access to the free 4-day profitable travel blog makeover course, as it can help you monetize your blogging business faster and with less overwhelm. And of course, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future videos sharing tips and strategies for exploring the world, experiencing life, and building a business beyond the guidebook. Happy blogging!